Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make watercolor clip art that you can sell on Etsy, Creative Market, or any other online platform of your choice. Before we get started, I just wanted to show some examples of clip art that is currently being sold on Etsy right now. So when we look at the search results, we can clearly see that a lot of these listings are watercolor clip arts. This entire row is all watercolor clip art. And in my opinion, I think that watercolor images sell well as customers want something that can be easily integrated into their design. And people that buy graphics and clip art usually want to design something for themselves, or they typically design another product to sell on Etsy and they want graphics that give them a commercial license. Clip art that has bold, vivid colors and are kind of colored with like markers or like other kind of paints are a bit more difficult to integrate into like perhaps a wedding invitations card or something like that. But I think watercolor clip arts are popular as it shows sophistication, subtlety, and softness that is visually pleasing to the eye. This person is selling a gift tag and they've used watercolor clip art to differentiate their product from everyone else. We can see that clip arts and graphics are being used by some of these Etsy sellers that design their own products. So we have two choices when it comes to selling art on Etsy. First, you can just sell the clip art that you've designed as a PNG file. But if you think that there's too much competition for this, you can embed that clip art into a printable or any other digital products like ebooks, like ebook templates, digital planners, or any other product that you can think of and sell other types of products. The possibilities are really endless. Now, let's just get started with the tutorial, shall we? So first of all, I'm going to bring in a sketch that I've drawn before. And make sure it's on the drawing layer. And I think I want to bring down the size a little bit. Now we want to create a new layer. And we are going to start painting the stomach of the whale. And I'm going to choose a pink. And I'm using the Watercolor 101 brush set and using the watery rough edge brush. And I'm just gonna start coloring it in. It's best to do it in one stroke. But if you do make overlaps, you can definitely blend it with the basic blender, and I will show you how later on. Now I'm just cleaning up some edges, but you don't have to erase it. You can use the liquify tool to pull that in like this, and you can keep those watery, like rough edges that have that watercolor look to it. Now we're going to make a new layer and paint the top of the whale. It's best to do it in one stroke, but I failed to do that, so I'm going to have to blend it out so that it looks seamless. I'm using my basic blender from the Watercolor 101 kit, and you can just tap it like this. Okay, so now I've just blended it out, so there are no overlaps now. I'm making a new layer and selecting a slightly darker blue. And I'm going to select one of the stamps, this bloom here, and I forgot to make that a clipping mask, but make that layer a clipping mask. And I'm going to stamp it in random places of the top of the whale so that it'll give it that watercolor look to it. I think I will test out a different color and use a different stamp. Okay, it looks alright. Now I'm going to make a new layer on top of the pink portion, making a clipping mask. Selecting a slightly darker pink. And I'm going to stamp the stomach now. I'm going to make a new layer on top of the pink again. And I think I will select a bluish color again. And this is for the outline that I'm going to make on the stomach portion. I'm going to get the bold medium brush and start outlining the stomach. That looks okay. Now I'm going to make another layer and color in the eyes. Use the bold medium again. At this point, the whale looks a little bit boring, so I think I will add some cheeks. And I think I will go with one of the stamps. Oops, that was way too big. Let's bring it down. That looks pretty cute. And at this point, I think I do want to add more decorations to the whale. So I'm going to add a new layer. Select a light blue. And use the bold medium again. The bold medium brush is really good for like little details, and it's not as watery, so if you're adding some kind of decorations to your piece, it's perfect. I'm adding more spots and a different color. Okay, so the whale looks pretty cute at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this easy tutorial and are inspired to make some clip art. If you'd like to learn how to separate this image from the background to make it into a PNG that you can sell, please check out my next video. See you there!